And that over there is the endearing Jimmy the Jew. And as always, joining us is our producer, Christopher McCone. Today on our show, we are very excited to be bringing on someone from Netflix's Tiger King. We're going to be having James Garretson. He's one of the main characters from the show, the docuseries on Netflix. He was a friend of Joe Exotic. And so we're going to be getting some info with him. But first off, how you guys doing?
But, you know, every time we do that, and you're all, hey, and over here is this person, and over here is Chris. I always feel like the Brady Bunch, you know, when they have the squares, and they're all looking up and down. You know?
On Zoom, it's definitely like that.
Yeah, right. Kind of funny, yeah. Our Hollywood squares are like, hey.
It's time for us to do our own Hollywood squares.
Right? But Hollywood's a bunch of fucking pedos, so we don't want Hollywood.
Oh, my God.
Have you guys seen Tiger King?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Of course you do. So queer in there.
It's a great show. All right, well, before we get into the episode, as we always do now for our new segment, we are going to share some listener feedback. Each week, we showcase some listener feedback that we're doing reviews of our show. So if you listen on Apple Podcasts, you can go to the bottom of our page on Apple Podcasts and hit write a review. And please do, because it supports us, and sometimes they're really, really funny. So especially if you hate us, please leave a review.
The last one was really bad.
It was really bad. It really is intelligent to me.
You know what? That person might get charged with a hate crime because of Drake.
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, today's review comes from Brian on Apple Podcasts. He actually gave a name this time, so ballsy.
Ooh.
Brian.
Like, you guys should do some type of competition where someone can chill with Jimmy, Jew, and Drake. I'd pay to have a night with you guys. Great show.
Hey.
That's a great idea, I think.
Once a night with Drake. Trust me, it ain't that fun.
Yeah, you've done 69 of those nights. Not fun.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't sound right. That came across really wrong.
And then also,
Brian,
guys,
we love you.
Yeah, we do love you, Brian. And if you guys don't know, we also have a YouTube channel, so please go subscribe to that. We post all of our Zoom videos up to the YouTube so you can see how attractive or unattractive our guests are, which is always fun.
Definitely one of the most attractive is the Amanda chick.
Oh, Amanda Paris.
Yeah, she was beautiful. Soul X, stunning.
Gorgeous.
So go check out the YouTube. There's also a lot of other funny videos on there, you know, learning how to get out of your DUI with Jimmy Jew. Maybe watch Drake getting waxed. There's a lot of great content there. So go check that out and subscribe. Thank you.
I put some good shit.
Yeah, it was.
If anyone needs any like advice, just ask our show and we'll send you some.
And then
we'll send you some bad advice. And probably, do the opposite. If you go to jail, don't fucking call us.
Jimmy
we
will
should get
not
a sponsor. We should get a bail bondsman to sponsor us.
That'll probably be the first time in the history of a podcast that someone asked a bail bondsman to be their sponsor.
Right.
All right. With that, let's bring on our guest, James Garretson.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Please welcome to the show, star of the hit Netflix docuseries Tiger King, James Garretson.
Draculakin. Welcome. Where are you calling from?
I'm in the Florida Keys.
All right.
Keys.
Yeah. Just got off the jet ski. That's why I have my sunglasses, the tan going on right here.
Nice. I'm out in California, Northern California. It's fucking like 90 degrees today out here.
Man, I burned my ass up today on the water today. I was on the water for about 9 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I think I might go boating this weekend. Boats and hose are still going on.
Boats and hose.
About another week or two before the weather starts getting shitty.
Yeah, I was with Boats and Hose yesterday. You ever heard of a controversial shark fisherman named Mark the Shark?
No.
Mark what?
This fisherman in Miami, he's a shark hunter. Mark the Shark, but he always has bimbos on his boat.
That sounds my kind of style.
Yeah, we went shark fishing yesterday, so if you ever look him up on Instagram, you know, there's pictures all over all the bimbos that were on the boat while we're, you know, whacking a couple sharks here and there. Pretty fun.
Bimbos. I like that. You just use bimbos and whacking in one sentence.
I would say whores, but you know, bimbos is probably more.
Out here, we like to call them hooas. It's more polite, you know. Hey, you whore. That sounds shitty. You go, hey, you hooah. You know, it sounds like inviting.
Sophisticated.
Yeah. I was, I was in the titty bar or the gentleman's club business for quite a few years. So, you know, now I just call them whores. Yeah. So I'll try the new name.
Yeah, it's more polite. They take better to it, you know.
Jimmy, is this your brother? Did you find your brother or something? Your long-lost cousin or something?
I know, right?
Jimmy loves whores. He's a connoisseur of whores, titties, and boats and hose.
I got COVID from whores. Yeah.
You know, nothing wrong with a horse.
There's nothing wrong with them.
You got to respect them.
You do. And the world turns because of them. Oldest profession in the world.
Hookers, whores, whatever. But, the good thing about hookers is you don't pay them for sex. You pay them to leave
afterwards. And when you see them in public, not to fucking know who you are. Discretion.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're walking with your girlfriend or your wife and you see one of these whores that you just got them fucking, you don't want that bitch to come and go, hey, daddy. No, bitch, fucking, you're paying for discretion.
All right, thanks for last night.
Yeah, you don't want that shit.
Poppy or whatever the hell,
I mean, cool for a little nod and a blink, like, try boat, and just keep going with your wife or girlfriend. You don't want to know what you're fucking.
No, I hear you on that, but yeah. So, it was a fun day yesterday, doing a little shark fishing, we had all those PETA assholes blowing us up for, people don't like, I guess not supposed to kill sharks, but we need less sharks in the world anyway, so.
Well, if we eat them, that's cool too. You eat shark, right?
Yeah, well, Mark, shark's really good, but what Mark does is he donates to the homeless shelter called Camilla's House in Miami.
Damn, they eat good.
All the meat is, the homeless are eating it, so it's a good thing,
A lot of places I was reading, you order scallops. A lot of times it's actually shark.
What?
I heard that too.
No fucking way.
So be careful.
Yeah. And did you know a shark's fin in China or wherever the fuck is like an aphrodisiac?
Yeah, in the soup.
Yeah. So like the shark fin is an aphrodisiac. So, I guess they multi-purpose. You can eat them, get off on them, whatever the case may be.
Well, Mark the Shark has 181,000 followers.
I was going to the gas station with little rhino pills. Those things work killer too.
Oh, really? They actually work?
They work fucking amazing.
Really?
It'll give you an anxiety attack, though. I took one, I think maybe because I had like an Adderall or something before, but I was like, my heart was fucking beating at 1,000.
Because you're gay. they're supposed to get your dicks hard for women, not for men.
Oh, man.
But
I don't know. You'll have to write that Joe Exotic and ask him if he uses them on his husbands.
Right?
Those guys had some weird shit going on. If you're gay, you're gay. That's your thing. But
yeah,
they went overboard with the goats and
what?
Wait. So Joe Exotic slept with goats?
Not him, his husbands.
Really?
Or his husband.
Not just sheep. Not just sheep. It was actually goats.
Well, I heard there was a llama one time. But
a llama?
I know. Yeah, llama or alpaca, one of those creatures. But I'm pretty sure there was a goat involved. With one of the husbands. Damn. So
now, is the goat fucking them, or are they fucking the goat, or is it just all?
I think he was banging the goat.
Well, you know, like cowboys wear fucking button flies because the sheep can hear zippers for miles.
Oh man, I haven't heard that one, but yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. There's a whole lot going on, with those guys over there. The Joe Exotic and stuff.
What's going on with the property still? The property's still there?
Not the property's there. Carol got possession of it. I heard she's bulldozing it, or whatever she's doing to it. She's a real fucking cunt. Sorry about my language, but yeah.
That's okay. You can talk all kinds of shit on here. You can talk all kinds of shit on here.
This is the best. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, I love this kind of show. This is my cup of tea. Usually it's like beep 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 beep. You can't do this. You can't say this in public.
Right. Sounds like New York City. Fucking honk 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 honk.
Yeah. So I'm not really politically correct anyway. So
we're fully explicit here in the strongest word.
We're right on. So I hosted a big swingers party in Oklahoma City. I don't know, about a month or two ago, and it was the craziest shit I ever seen. It was a pool party. Everybody's running around butt naked, and
my kind of party.
They wanted me to be a host. I was like, man, it's crazy. And we had some camera guys filming it. So probably on the new season of Tiger King, which is, I'm sure it's going to come out. I'm sure I'm going to be made look like a bigger piece of shit. So be prepared.
What's a piece of shit about running orgies? I do that in my house. Seriously.
I know, but yeah. And I was at the, I don't know if you know who Mike Busey is, the sausage.
Oh yeah. Sausage Castle.
I was there last week.
Oh, no way.
We were filming there, and man, that's a badass house, man. It's really.
What's the Sausage Castle?
Drake, stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know, Drake. You probably wouldn't like it there,
I like tits. I like boobs.
Okay, so then you're good. But good. It's a real crazy place, man. The house is phenomenal, and it's a real cool place. Big Halloween party there this month, and I mean it's a crazy place. The guy's a nice guy, but he parties.
Did they have that big ass cannon in the backyard?
And they have everything in the backyard. They have 100 acres, I think. They have a fucking barn with a wrestling ring. mechanical bulls, shooting range. I mean, it's just crazy.
I like that.
Yeah,
Florida seems to be the place to go.
Yeah, because Florida, everything, you get a permit for everything. So nothing's really illegal in Florida, as long as you have a permit for it. But I mean, it's a real place. You guys got to go check it out.
I'm down.
We go to Florida a lot, actually. Drake and I tour in a band, and we actually do a lot of touring down in Florida. So we've had our fair share of party nights down there.
I love Florida.
I've only flown in there. I'm coming back from Europe and shit, South America.
Yeah, I'm down in the Keys, in the Florida Keys. It's all right, but I like mid-Florida, away from all the clusterfuck of Miami and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe we'll come do a show out in Florida.
We ought to. We ought to do it at the Sausage Castle. That'd be a cool place to do it.
That would be heaven.
That would be sick. So what's going on with season 2 of Tiger King? What is it going to be?
There's an unofficial, I guess I was told, I'll probably get in trouble, but I don't fucking. But yeah, they've been filming, and there's a lot of things that have transpired from the first season. It's like Doc Antle was indicted on a bunch of animal bullshit.
That was yesterday or 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, a few days ago. Tim Stark was a fugitive for a while. He got in trouble in Indiana. So he's in jail right now. And that sorry cunt Carol Baskin, I think she's going to get indicted for whacking her husband. Well,
really?
Yeah. So I think they're going to haul that sorry bitch to jail. And then who knows?
Amazing,
maybe Joe's attorney or legal team asked Trump to give him a pardon. So who knows? Trump needs vote. He might want votes. He might pardon him. I don't know. So there's a lot of things.
Oh my God!
A lot of people getting released because of COVID.
Yeah.
Out here in California, they're releasing fucking everybody, murderers, everything. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're really not that liberal in Texas, but who knows? They can let them out tomorrow. Which, if they do, they do. I thought too much time anyway. For the circumstances. So kind of sorry he got that many years, because I don't want to see. I mean, as much as he's a piece of shit about it, killing animals and stuff, nobody deserves to die in jail, for whacking a bitch like Carol Baskin.
Right. Street justice. I like that.
If I had to do it all over again, I'd have never done what I did. I thought I was doing the noble thing with the animal shit, and it just got too deep.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Going back to Carol, do you really feel like she killed her husband?
Fuck yeah, there's a lot of why would she get rid of his guns the day after if he's just a missing person? Why would she forge a will? Why would she forge different real estate transactions and stuff after he died? I mean, there's a lot of things that point her direction. Mm-hmm. And, it's I think now with the Tiger King and a lot of people watching it, I think now the sheriff's going to be like, hey, we got to do our fucking job.
Right.
Somebody's dads fucking got chopped up, we need to do something. So
heat on them.
Yeah. And I know some other stuff that will pretty much, I know somebody, a private eye that's been after her for a while, and I think he has enough to get her indicted.
Who's paying for the private eye?
I think he's doing a pro bono, probably maybe for the exposure or whatever, because if he solves that case, he'll
that's big.
Go into stardom, and she's hated by everybody, but the bitch is making a pile of money off this shit, while like people like me just make pennies. I mean, I work every day for a living, so it's kind of shitty. I wanted her to basically on this Dancing with the Stars. I wanted the bitch to fall and break her hip, but I never got what I wanted.
Who said fall and break her hip?
Fucking whore.
So did Netflix not like give you enough money to do the show? Like, did you guys know how big the show is going to be before you sign any contracts, or what was that?
No, I didn't even know it was going to Netflix. I was never told it was going to Netflix.
Oh,
really?
Told we're just shooting a little documentary, try to expose, a couple people. And I was never told it went to Netflix. I didn't even know it came out until after I got all these fucking assholes blowing up my Facebook. Hey, you fat rat bastard, this, that. And I still get a lot of fucking assholes every day, Read some of the Shark's comments yesterday when I was on his fishing boat, you fat fucking rat, you this. So I get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But did I get paid a lot? I might have made $30,000.
Really? That's it from such this giant show.
Yeah, I made more on Cameos than I made for the show.
No shit.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I had to litigate with them to get the 30 grand. So,
Yeah.
30 grand is not worth being fucking tortured on social media. I don't think.
No, definitely not. I mean, you should be getting 30 million. I mean,
but now I'm like, oh man, if they hate you, they're gonna watch you. So let all the haters hate. I don't even fucking.
That is true. Even negative publicity is good publicity.
Call me fat, whatever. I eat fucking steak every night. I got money in the bank. Let them hate.
Fuck all the pussy you want.
Yeah, but I've had quite a few offers.
Well, I gotta say,
it's one of them right there.
Speaking of hate, I want to read you something from our last episode, James, which is a review someone left for us, which I think is hilarious. Speaking of hate.
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get hate mail too.
This is a real review that's on our podcast page. It says, Drake and Jimmy are the most repulsive podcast hosts ever. Not only is Drake a disgusting, gay, sinning fairy, but Jimmy Jew is what is wrong with our country. He is fat, racist, and can't spell. Do not listen to the Drake and Jimmy.
Yay for all the fat people.
I know. I love them all.
Yeah. All these haters, you can hate on me all you want, but I eat a big fat fucking steak every night. And all you PETA fuckers, fuck you. I'm not ever going to quit eating steak. But let them hate on you because what they're doing, they're watching you. They watched your show.
Yep.
So, fuck them.
We love it.
I had a nice ribeye over the weekend at this place in South Lake Tahoe. This fucking Friday Station, which is a great restaurant on top of Harrah's. I had this fucking giant ribeye that was just fucking phenomenal.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I want another one right now.
Well, speaking of meat flaps, I hear you're into all the strip clubs and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually buying another strip bar in Clearwater over in Florida, and we're going to remodel it. Maybe some kinky ass tiger theme or something. I don't know. We're gonna, we close on it here in a couple weeks. But
nice.
I was in the strip bar business for a lot of years, and mostly as a manager. I did own one, but I'm gonna get.
You should call it Dianetics because it's right by the Scientology headquarters.
Where's that at?
It's in Clearwater. Yeah.
Oh, really? Damn.
That's those fucking weirdos that Tom Cruise is with, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes. Speaking of Tom Cruise, if you go to it, look up the name Bella Kidman Cruz.
Okay.
Cruz is Nicole Kidman's adopted daughter. Well, look at her post on Instagram yesterday. She posted my fat ass on a jet ski and some artwork. It's kind of cool. I'm like, yay for the fat people.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you are.
You see me on there? Yeah, she painted that little picture. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
How do you bring it up on the screen?
Here, I'll bring it up here. I'll show it. Share screen. Other than negative feedback from the show, have you gotten any positive feedback?
Hey, I lost a few of those rolls on the chin. I've lost a little bit of weight. But.
So it's a nice drawing. So she drew this?
Yeah, she drew it.
Wow.
Well, that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now there's me on Instagram just liking it, whatever.
I love it.
So you don't have any bad comments here, but then you go to Mark the Shark's shit from yesterday's posting when he posted with James Garretson fishing. Then you get all, hey, you fat motherfucker snitch, watch out for his wire, and people being fucking assholes. None of them have any balls because I've never been approached in public, and called a rat or whatever because that's smash motherfucker.
Right.
It's
right.
The amount of keyboard warriors, is unfathomable.
Jimmy, have you ever used CBD before?
I have not.
You haven't?
No, but I've heard a lot about it. A lot of people have offered it to me for everything.
Dude, it's sick because we've definitely smoked before, on that one episode where we both got really high.
Dude, we were fucking stoned. Dude, seriously, we were baked.
So you can basically get the same benefits from weed, but without the psychoactive effects of it. So our friends over at Flower of Life, this is a company that's based in Orange County, big time friends of mine. They're in the reggae scene. They've worked with Pepper, they've worked with a bunch of other bands and stuff, but They have some amazing products. I see right now you're eating some celery.
I am.
With
Celery and peanut butter. It's my go-to snack. It's healthy.
Well, they actually have a CBD jam that is very delicious, organic, very, very good.
Really?
They have a bunch of other stuff too. So I know, for instance, I use their salve all the time on like if I have any dry skin or if I have like a backache.
So it's like a rub. A rub.
Yeah, they have rubs. My favorite thing is when I'm hungover, I use their CBD Freeze. It's basically it's like a roller with 500 milligrams of CBD.
I must know about this. Has to do with hangovers.
Exactly. Well, and you roll it on your head. It's got like some menthol in it.
That's a lot of rub.
I mean, it
the
is.
size of this fucking melon.
But no, it's perfect. And we all get hungover, so it's good for like your headache. I put it on there, or they have these gummies that you can take if you're hungover or about to be hungover, or if you just have anxiety. If you have anxiety, it's perfect for anxiety. So they have a code, and the company is called Flower of Life. They gave us a code, and you can get 15% off the entire website. They ship all over the United States. You get 15% off with code Drake and Jimmy.
Is that one word, all capitals?
One word, capitals, just like all of our other codes. And their website is folcbd.com. That's short for floweroflifecbd.com.
They have an Instagram?
Yeah, their Instagram is at floweroflifecbd. They have straight up tinctures. They have CBD sleep aid soft gels, which can have melatonin in them too if you want. They also have flower. If you like to smoke joints, well, they have CBD joints, non-psychoactive. And once again, all of their products are lab tested, handmade from scratch. They're never sprayed with any pesticides like glyphosate. They're all organic, natural ingredients, vegan product offerings as well, no THC, and they're non-psychoactive, which is big. If you don't like weed because you get paranoid, like myself and you, Jimmy,
badass. I'm going to try this.
This doesn't do that, okay? So go check them out, Flower of Life CBD. That's folcbd.com. 15% off with code.
All you guys live out in California?
Jimmy.
No, I'm Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Drake, Southern California by LA.
I'm in
okay.
yeah.
I'm up in the Bay Area by Frisco.
Oh, okay. So how'd y'all gather up to do the show?
It was all through tour.
They were on tour. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because Drake and I work together. I'm the guitar tech for his band, and he's the trumpet player. So we toured together for a long time, and then we met Jimmy on the road and had a few questionable nights.
Yeah.
So what kind of music? Heavy metal or
reggae music, reggae rock.
Reggae rock? What the fuck is that?
Like, Iration is the name of our band, but we're like Dirty Head, Sublime, we're in that.
Oh, okay. Y'all travel a lot when this
was happening, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, don't worry, the COVID will be over after the election, so we'll be all good.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
We actually had Sublime on last week.
Really?
On the show, yeah. Rome from Sublime. We interviewed him. Actually, a live interview in his hotel room. Or in his hotel room.
That's pretty badass. Good. It's a good band.
It's a very good band.
So much fun. So much fun. So I want to talk about one of our listeners sent in a question. We put out a little question and answer thing. Anyways, and they wanted to know about the story behind the expired meat and if the pizza at the pizza parlor had the expired meat on it.
Yes. Okay, so what happened is, so I actually financed the pizza restaurant that Joe put out at his park. I gave him like 20 grand or whatever. So I paid for the little pizza restaurant to be built. It was basically a barn with a window unit and a pizza oven. Joe came at me. I like to make money too. I'm a kind of a businessman or whatever. So I was like, he's like, we won't have to. He was like, this is how he said, James, we won't have to buy any food. I get all the food donated. So our food costs will be nothing. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. And I didn't know he was going to use the expired meat. So what happened is he was on a Walmart program. So what they would do for the animals, he would go and pick up all the expired meat. They'd throw it in a trash can. He'd leave barrels, and every week he'd go to all these Walmarts and pick up all the expired meat that landed on the floor and shit. So Joe was picking out the pepperonis and the meat and all this stuff. He was feeding the cats, some of it, and then picking out the not so rough shit to sell on the pizzas. So he was basically an expired meat.
Damn.
And hey, we saved food costs. He never gave me any of the money. He was on his elections or whatever. But yeah, he was making a pile of money on this fucking pizza using expired meat. So the only thing he had to buy was a tomato sauce. So everything else was free. And I guess one of his employees snitched him out, called Walmart and said, hey, Joe's feeding this he had a couple restaurants. He had a burger barn too. And for $5, he was making 1 pound hamburgers, patties. And nobody thought to think, it's like, how does he afford to do this? Well, he was using all the expired meat and serving burgers too.
Well, once you cook it, it should still be good, right?
That shit was awful green when I seen it. I mean, it was green.
I'm a bachelor and I'm colorblind, so
Yeah, and he's picking up food at all these Walmarts, and he's, a lot of times he's putting the barrels in the back of the truck, so the shit sits in the sun for 4 or 5 hours. So the pizza didn't taste bad. I mean, I tried to slice it; wasn't bad, but it didn't give me the shits at that time. But yeah, he took hustle to another level.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just say like, hey, this is not right? Like, why did you let it continue?
I wanted to get my money back. He was in for $20,000, and one of his own employees called Walmart and ran him out. So it lasted about maybe a month or two, and then they shut him off. But he was feeding his whole staff with the meat too. Like everyone who worked at the park ate that expired shit, vegetables and all. Like if it had a head of lettuce and it had a big old black piece of mold on it,
cut it off,
cut that out, and fucking here, let's serve it.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I grew up poor. We used to cut the mold off the cheese and everything.
He was a disgusting fucker, but he had a little bit of drive to him though. But yeah, I mean he was out there.
What's the most disgusting thing that you saw him do? Other than fucking goats or his husband.
Well, I didn't see that. I saw.
Okay.
I saw.
He wasn't at that party.
I saw pictures and a video clip because Joe would videotape his husbands getting fucked by random things, random dudes, black dudes, and all these pictures and stuff surfaced when he left. He left a lot of these jump drives behind.
Can you send us some?
Oh God,
man,
sick fucker.
Yeah.
No. I think that would be like we could get our show viral real fast if we just release that.
Yeah, I put a couple pictures out of John Finley, with this black dude had him bent over and he had his hand all the way up his ass and shit.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I thought he was like trying to grab his heart out or something. His fucking hand was
grab his heart.
Fisting, dude.
But John Finley claims I'm not gay. It was the meth. Meth has to be a powerful fucking drug.
Hey,
if you want to.
$20 is $20.
I used to have a shirt that said that $20 is $20.
Right?
Yeah.
That's some shit.
So they were into some weird shit, but that's their business. I didn't. Whatever turns them on, as long as they don't grab my ass or anything, I'm cool.
Yeah.
They were into some weird fucking shit, man.
Is John Finley the guy with no teeth?
Yeah, he got some dentures, I think now, some Joe Bob teeth or whatever. I think he got something on that.
Joe Bob teeth.
It was like every week I went out there, when I was working with the government shit. Every week I went out there, John had one less tooth. And I had to keep notes and stuff. So I would write, John lost another tooth. Then I went out there and he only had 2 left. He had a full set that he was down to 2 in a matter of months.
Huh.
So I don't know.
It's a bad mess, man.
Yeah. So the fucking shit. Well, you seen his grill. It was fucking awful. They were just falling out of his head, just falling out.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Damn.
And Joe used to kiss them all and all this stuff.
I mean, he's disgusting. That guy literally would make me not be gay. If he was my only person I could.
Is that what it's going to take, Drake? Is that going to take? Then release him.
Yeah. Next thing you know, Joe's going to be knocking on my door.
And he had a tattoo, property of Joe Exotic, right here around his belly button and shit. And,
ugh.
God damn.
That is really trashy.
The 2 or 3 husbands, and they were all they all dirty, their hygiene was horrible. Joe never wore deodorant, so he smelled horrible. And then, they'd probably never clean up while they were banging and shit. So
God.
Oh.
It's just
smells like Folsom sex up in that motherfucker.
Oh,
Damn.
So I don't know if Joe's enjoying now. I mean, he might have 50 husbands in his cell block. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I always thought that's wrong. They shouldn't throw fucking gay guys in regular population with fucking men. They should throw them in the women's prison. Well, if they did, I'd be like, hey, I'm gay. Throw me in the women's prison. Fucking all those bitches.
Where do they put the transgender people though? How does that work?
That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing now. There's like all this shit going on. It's like in the Supreme Court. Basically, I think it varies by state, or even maybe county. I don't know.
Federal would be one law. Then state laws would be different.
Yeah.
So who knows? He might let Joe out.
So Trump, you think is going to pardon him?
Trump's a wild card. You don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
With Trump, you don't know. I mean, if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I think he might. He has a legal team now of freelancers, that are trying to get him out. I don't think he should be there 20 years. I mean,
20 years. Wow, that's what he got.
22. You got 22 in federal, so he's got to do 20 of them. So Joe being 57 or 58,
he did.
Without meth, I think it's going to kill him pretty quick. So,
damn.
I mean, I've even hinted around, and I mean, I don't think it's right for other people to be out, and other people were behind a lot of crooked shit too. So I think it's kind of fucked up, but I mean, what can I do?
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Do you talk to him anymore at all? Or have you, when was the last time you spoke with him?
No, I haven't spoke to him since he's been in jail. Or I've seen him in court when we were at trial and stuff, but it's the last time I've seen him, I don't know if he'd respond to my letter if I wrote him a letter. Maybe I should try it.
Why not?
The Diaries of the Tiger King.
How's that anal sex in prison? Is it better than meth and tigers? I don't know.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, what do I say? Sorry I put you away from you. I apologize,
Shit.
So it fucks with you mentally, too. I mean, it does fuck with me mentally, though, Joe was a friend of mine at one time, but he did go and not to defend. I mean, he did some evil shit to animals. I don't like it. But was that bitch Carol Baskin behind a lot of it? All the lawsuits and shit? Fuck yeah. So seeing her out on the streets makes me wish I could get Joe out because, it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
So he's in there for animal cruelty, not for murders or anything.
No, he's on there for 2 counts of murder for hire.
Oh.
And 18 wildlife violations.
And then she killed her husband and she's out walking around.
Making millions. The fucking whore was on Dancing with the Stars. That right there, man.
That blows me away. I just heard about that. That's some crazy shit.
I wanted to go as a guest and start throwing marbles or bananas. I wanted that bitch to fall on national TV and break her fucking hip.
How did you meet Joe? How did you get involved in the whole exotic animal scene?
Well, I'm one of the fucking weirdos that has the exotic animals too. So we're all fucked up in the head. Why do we want to keep tigers? I've had tigers for 25 years. So I knew Joe as a breeder and, all that. So that's how I knew Joe. I've known him for a span of 20-something years. So I wasn't golfing buddies with him or, we didn't go chase whores together because he doesn't like women. So we didn't really have anything in common. We were just mutual acquaintances. So, and then he started doing some real evil shit. He wasn't always a bad guy, but I guess Carol Baskin ruining his parents, bankrupting everybody, suing everybody he does business with. I think she drove him to the point of just fucking snapping.
Drinks.
Where he had to kill and sell tiger parts and whatever just to get by. So I think it was due to that bitch putting a lot of pressure on him because she wants to stop everybody with animals because she's a fucking hypocritical fucking cunt. She has tigers in shitty cages in Tampa, and that's okay because she's in bed with PETA and all them other fucking kooks. So,
What do you have a PETA place right by you, Drake?
Yeah, there's a PETA. The PETA headquarters is literally half a mile from me.
Oh, by Virginia?
No, in California.
It's on Sunset in Los Angeles.
Oh, they have another one there too?
Yeah.
Fuck, they have a huge building in Virginia somewhere, like a high rise and shit. But they do away with all kinds of shit. I mean, they're going to fucking go after our steaks after a while,
Mm-hmm.
So they're a dangerous group also. I mean, they're fucking domestic terrorists, and, you know, our government's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. It is, yeah. It 100% is. So
I'll be on their hate.
Do you have any more cats? Like, what's the
I
last
do.
time? Yeah.
I do have some cats. They're at a friend of mine's. I have some exotic, like camels and shit like that too. You know, I have a few exotic animals. I don't do any shows with them. They're just private pets. You know, I don't do any activity anymore with them.
Camels. Hey, I think I'm gonna get a camel today.
Yeah. Why a camel?
I don't know, man. I thought it was cool. You know, he's a cool guy. So
this chick did camels, you know.
Yeah, I keep him away from John Finley because you try to probably fuck him. You know. So,
I mean, that's a strip club idea right there. You have the camel, and then you just
you got the donkey show. Why can't you do the camel show?
Right?
Exactly.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh my god.
Thinking that, you know.
See strippers banging a camel? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm seeing money here. I'm seeing money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sick minds that would probably pay for it. That's for sure.
Fuck, I'd pay for it. Shit.
And you're
example of sick mind.
Yes, very sick mind.
I have been in my younger years. I went to Laredo, Nuevo Laredo, whatever, the Mexican side. I went to this little place called Boys Town. So like a red light district, you know, whatever. It's all hookers and whores and strip bars and whatever. So I went there and I actually saw the donkey show.
See, I looked for it down in Tijuana. I couldn't find that motherfucker.
Because what they did is it was a club it was actually called Dallas Cowboys. It was there in Boys Town. And this lady was going around with this tip jar and saying, "You want to see a donkey? You want to see a banana show?" I was like, "Fuck yeah. How much is it going to cost?"
Yeah.
And it was like, I think it was like $15 at the time. This was in the 90s. And saw it. And I'm just like, Do you get upset, or you know, the donkey looks like he's enjoying it.
He's happy as fuck. He gets a nut.
Please describe the show. Like, is it
like
30 minutes, 5 minutes? Like
no, it
set the scene.
Okay, so I'll go over it. Holy shit. So basically, chick walks out on stage, brings the donkey, you know, brings the donkey on stage. She goes under him and starts blowing him.
Oh.
To get him hard. And then somehow she just gets under him, straddles her back, and then takes the whole thing.
Yeah, her insides must fucking be damaged.
Wow. How many people
her,
were watching?
Her insides are like ground zero.
There was a club full of people, but I think I was the one that financed it. So,
$15.
And then there was a Corona bottle show where the lady takes like a Cuervo bottle, the square end, not the round end, the square end, and sticks it up her fucking.
Damn, man, fuck with that.
And
I know what Kegel is.
At the end of the night, I got real drunk, and I was there's some bars in the very back of this complex. And my buddy comes in there. I'm getting table dances and shit. And comes in there and fucking, "James, get out of here. Get out of here." I said, "Why, man? I'm having a good time." He whispered in my ear, "These are dudes."
But with
and I'm like, I kicked over a fucking table. And what they had is they had these things that cover their Adam's apple and shit.
Oh man, that's not right. That's fucked up. They shouldn't do that.
False advertisement, dude.
So yeah, I mean, I was not in my right mind because I was pretty fucked up. But yeah, they were fucking dudes that looked like chicks. It's hard to tell in beer goggles unless the dick falls out or something.
Yeah, that's pretty. You know.
So I've had a weird dysfunctional, fucked up life.
But exciting nonetheless.
Oh, it's been real exciting, you know.
And now you own a camel.
I never thought I'd end up on a goddamn show on Netflix, you know. I didn't even know how to expect it or how to deal with it, you know. I got all these assholes just the next morning just sending me all this dumb shit. I'm like, to this day, I've never watched the whole thing.
I don't think I have.
I watched like one episode, and then I watched my jet ski scene because it was memes everywhere, you know.
Oh yeah, you have become a meme.
Yeah. So, you know, whatever. I was like, you want to watch a fat motherfucker ride a jet ski? So be it, you know. So I do these cameos on the fucking jet ski. I guess people like them, you know.
Yeah, plug your cameo. How do people do it?
You can go to just cameo.com/James Garretson, or you can just type in there Tiger King on the search memo, and you'll see my picture there. I think since the Tiger King aired out, you know, it's died down, so my rate's like half price. It's usually $100, but I lowered it down to $49, you know, because it's the off season. I have a seasonal jet ski business, so people have to eat.
100%. What's
pretty
this?
fun. I did one here just a minute ago. I always end it with like, "Fuck that whore, Carol Baskin. I think she killed her husband." So I had to I have a rental business, a jet ski rental business where I do tours. So I'm on a jet ski pretty much every day.
I'm looking for rent one up in Tahoe. I go up to Tahoe a lot. Fuck, like $240 an hour.
What?
$240 an hour. I'm like, how much is a monthly fuck for one of these things? Like $100 to buy one? $100 a month is your bill? These people are charging $230 to $250 an hour, and they're packed all day long.
I need to sit up there. I get 110 an hour here. Fuck. In Taos?
Yeah. In Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's a big lake too, isn't it?
Really big lake. That's
where that big party area is. Is there a huge party area or whatever?
Zephyr Cove, and there's a bunch of big party areas up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, very, very seasonal because it's a snow area too. It snows. Then you rent snowmobiles. Yeah,
that'd be a cool business. But yeah, so I work, for a living and do, same thing every day. So, it's cool. I never made any serious money off this shit or nothing.
Well, what about season 2? Are they going to pay you for season 2?
Well, they're claiming, they're not paying very much. I mean, I had a beef with them, I had to settle it, so I agreed to shoot a little bit more just because I can get, a little bit more exposure and maybe get more cameos,
right?
Appearances, whatever the fuck, It's just like a sideline to me, I'm never going to be a famous actor or nothing because, I don't know. It'll wear out pretty soon.
It all runs out. Fucking sucks.
Well,
unless I go out and do something stupid and get on TMZ and shit and rehash it.
Right?
Getting hauled off for drunken in public or...
Just spend one night with Jimmy G. You'll be on TMZ in a hot second.
Shaking my dick out in public or something.
Done that.
I rehash it, so...
Actually, in Tahoe, Drake, I was just warning people up there because we walked out of the casino. And everybody walked across the little street. I go, hey, motherfuckers, put your drinks back over here. They're like, what are you talking? We're still in Tahoe. I go, dude, my homeboy Drake just got fucking a $700 fucking open container because the casino's on state line in South Lake Tahoe. You literally walk 10 feet, you're over the state line. And then cops will sit there and wait and go over and just jack you. And not even like go, hey, you have to sit over this way, being cool because they're fucking cocksucking cops.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just be like, $700. You're like, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Really?
Yeah.
Drake got smashed.
It's very sketchy. It's incredibly sketchy. How much does a tiger cost?
Well, now, everybody, all the key players, are facing legal problems. So, used to about a couple $1,000s for an orange one. Orange and black regular colored tiger, a couple $1,000. White tiger, maybe $5,000, $7,000. Not very much. Less than a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, those little Frenchies are fucking like $5,000, $10,000.
Yeah, Frenchie. Yeah, my kid wants a Frenchie, and $4,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, fuck, I'm not spending $4,000 on a fucking ugly ass dog. Look like I got hit by a car.
Right. Like I ran to a wall. Yeah.
Yeah. So $4,000, and then if you get one with a blue eye, it's like $7,500.
Oh, really?
Insane.
Bullshit like that.
Is there an animal that you really want that you've never had a chance to get, whether if it's illegal or you just couldn't find them?
Not really, because, there's so many. I mean, I love animals and stuff, and I'd like to have a lot of animals. But now with PETA and all these other fucking kooks and everybody getting in everybody's business, it's just not worth it now because, everybody's a fucking hater.
Yeah.
Nobody minds their own fucking business anymore. In social media is like the devil, Because remember it before social media, we didn't have all this
camera phones.
Bullshit and camera phones.
Yeah.
If we'd go back to the big fucking bag phones and shit, would be cool. But
I had a suitcase phone in high school.
Really? Yeah, like the other day, I was in fucking Home Depot picking my goddamn nose at one of them razor boogers. Picked my fucking nose, ended up the next day. Oh, well, James from Tiger King was in Home Depot shopping, and my fucking hands up my nose. And I didn't even see, I was on the pay now. I didn't see anybody. Unless it's or whatever, so it's just like dumb.
Yeah, well, PETA, I
can't go out and get stupid like I used to be able to.
PETA's insane, but like they're doing that shit because of people like Joe Exotic. Like if crazy people like him didn't go and fucking kill all these animals, I don't think you would have these, insane organizations doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna have good and bad of everything. I mean, you got good grocery stores, good and bad fucking gas stations. let the law handle the animal shit. There are laws in place. Mm-hmm. But a company like PETA, they don't want to just take your tigers. They want to take every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
No fishing, no hunting, no leather shoes, I mean, no steak. I couldn't imagine myself a skinny fucking anorexic vegan.
They just do keto. Do you know what keto is?
No.
That's where you just eat steak and butter.
What?
Yeah. Look up the keto diet. After this call, look up the keto diet. You eat bacon, you eat fat, it's no carbs. You only eat high fat, low carb things, which is
you lose hella weight.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're already on keto with a steak every night.
Man, but I always eat the fucking mashed potatoes, the goddamn macaroni.
Can't do the pastas and shit and bread.
Yeah, the big salads with fucking a gallon of ranch on top.
That's fine. That you can have, just no croutons.
Oh, you can. But this is what kills me, man. It's like,
oh yeah, that stuff is bad.
It is bad, but it's fucking
good with Jack.
Yeah. Now I'm getting better though. I drink less Coke a day. Oh shit, what are you drinking there?
Oh, I'm drinking water. To my big Trump thing.
Fuck your feelings. Oh hell yeah! Where'd you get that at?
One of our followers made it for us.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man, but
I'll custom Jimmy Jew.
Oh shit!
Jimmy Juice.
If Trump doesn't get reelected, we're all fucked. I mean,
we're fucked. We're fucked. This country's already shit.
It's already gone to shit.
That's because all the fucking liberals, all the fucking Democrats are fucking it up. Mm-hmm. Who's lighting all these fires? All these fucking
the liberals are lighting the fires. Come on, Jimmy. Do you really?
You don't see no Trump people at these fucking rallies lighting federal buildings on fire.
Not one Trump people are out working for a fucking living,
and then out on boats with hose. Out boats with hose.
Yeah.
All these are anti-Trump people.
You'll never see a boat parade with a Biden flag on it.
Fuck no.
People that have boats get off their ass and go make the fucking money.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like me, I've never gotten a free check. I've never gotten shit from the fucking government. Other than fucking harass and threaten to throw in jail, for the rest of life. But whatever the fuck.
Which is a good reason why you had to turn in Joe. Like, I think anyone in that situation would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I was never, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't for sure. The government never threatened me. So I bought a illegal lemur. It would have been like a misdemeanor or whatever. So I didn't really give a fuck. I never got an immunity deal.
What's a lemur? Lemur's like a tiger?
Lemur's right? Like a monkey. Like Zaboomafoo, a little small monkey.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't really, the feds never had anything on me to put me away or anything. But what it was is I saw him killing all them tigers and just shooting them in the head, walking up, calling them to the fence and shooting them in the head. So that freaked me out. So that's when I choose to work or help the government. And then the Carol Baskin shit was just thrown in there. I mean, I sideswiped with that, but I mean, if he would have followed through, it'd have probably saved everybody a lot of headache whacking that fucking hole. But
Hollywood,
so yeah, it was a fucked up situation. But I mean, things are going to plan out. Maybe Carol will go to jail, and I don't know. It's gonna be interesting seeing the new shit they put out.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see. And I'm glad that we finally figured out where COVID started. It all started at Joe's bedroom, where him and his husbands were fucking bats.
Yeah, putting bats up their ass like gerbils. They're probably using bats, I don't know, man. So I don't know about the whole go business and him sitting over in the corner while his husband gets ran by a dude with the fucking 40-inch cock. It's fucking strange, man.
Yeah.
He was into some weird shit, man. Now if he got out, man, no telling what kind of movies he would. I think the guy would be very successful if he got out.
He's got a platform now. He's got a huge platform.
But do you think he'll give me any money for making him a star? Because, obviously if I wouldn't have participated, he wouldn't be locked up, and then he would be, a huge megastar. So I don't know. You think I could be his agent or something? I don't know.
Maybe if he performed a movie, maybe.
He always wanted to be He always wanted to be a country music artist, and
his video wasn't that good.
It was terrible.
Pay lip sync. Well, he didn't even sing his shit. He paid somebody to.
That's so funny.
And he would just lip sing, but he couldn't even keep up with the lip singing. And he talks like this. And then he's in a deep voice. Yeah.
I knew that wasn't him singing.
I heard him sing "Happy Birthday" to somebody one day in his burger joint. He had a bar called the Safari Bar where he was serving that fucking Walmart meat and shit.
Ew.
And he sang "Happy Birthday" one night, and it was just fucking. It was a joke. So we all knew from that point that wasn't that motherfucker singing.
That is unbelievable. Well, James, dude, thank you so much for coming on the Drake and Jimmy Juice show.
Yes,
do you want to
sir.
go ahead and like plug your Instagram, plug your jet ski
media.
business, and anything else that you want to plug?
Yeah. But all you fucking haters, don't be lowering my reviews anymore because the fucking goddamn assholes. For 5 stars, like no stars. People are putting dumb shit during, talking about the sardine oil and just a bunch of assholes. But yeah, so my Instagram is James Garretson. It's JamesGarretson, 1 at Instagram. Or you can hit me up on Cameo or, watch for season 2. When it comes out, I'll be happy to be the first one on your show,
Hell yeah, dude, we love that.
Yeah.
And if anyone else from the show wants to come on, we could do a nice little, we could go do a show somewhere down in Florida and have a party.
Yeah, we can do it on some jet skis and shit. And, maybe what we can do is from a strip bar in Clearwater.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, look at some titties and, whatever.
I like titties.
When
So
is
there's a
that
plan.
opening?
Probably going to have it open probably by January 1st.
And that's when Tiger King season 2 comes out too, we think?
Well, I know they're filming, so they haven't officially said there's going to be a part 2, but why would they be here filming all the damn time? So,
Yeah, right.
And we've been filming for months. So
Yeah.
I think, and they've been having me do a lot of weird shit. So I'm going to be a big scumbag, I'm sure, when it airs. Bigger scumbag.